Good day, Delaware National Guard, and welcome to the October 2017 edition of the DNG News. I am First Lieutenant Christopher Watkins, and I serve as the company commander of the 153rd Military Police Company in Delaware City. I'm also a full-time state technician in the Delaware Army National Guard Environmental Office. My full-time position allows me to help ensure the soldiers of the Delaware National Guard have a safe and formidable training area, while still giving back to the environment for future generations. In the past few years, we have developed multiple programs, such as the MWR River Road Hunting Program, the Gardening Program, and most recently, the first NGB-approved honeybee program. I'll tell you a little bit more about that later, but let's start the news by wishing a fond farewell to the 36 soldiers from the 126th Aviation. These soldiers are pilots, crew, maintainers, and medical specialists who fly Black Hawk helicopters and perform an air ambulance mission. They departed Delaware in early October for a year-long tour of duty in Southwest Asia. Our Commander-in-Chief, Governor John Carney, and hundreds of family, friends, and fellow Guardsmen and women were on hand to say goodbye. The 126 will be in Fort Hood, Texas for about another month before they depart for their overseas location. We know they will do a great job and look forward to seeing them return home in 2018. What makes the Delaware National Guard unique is its dual role of supporting the federal mission and responding to the homeland. For more than a month, you have demonstrated the capability by supporting hurricane relief efforts in Texas, Florida, the U.S. Virgin Islands, and Puerto Rico. All told, about 75 soldiers, airmen, and women have answered the call, and we have hundreds waiting to help. At the end of August, we sent about a dozen soldiers and airmen to the National Guard Bureau to assist in staffing the NGB Operations Center. We also launched a C-130 and flight crew to Texas. That team flew 11 sorties, transported more than 24 tons of cargo, and evacuated 183 people to safety. Since our C-130s have transported more than 60 tons of equipment and supplies to include generators, vehicles, communications equipment, and medical supplies to the Caribbean. We continue to support and currently have a team of communications experts on the ground in Puerto Rico and an aerial port team in the Virgin Islands. The relief effort looks to be a long-term mission, and we will keep you updated on our activities. In September, our Air Guard firefighters went through structural fire suppression training to maintain their skill set and help them manage dangerous conditions that they routinely face. Check out this video by Tech Sergeant Stephen Frober from the Wing PA Shop. Airmen and women from the 166th Medical Group and Security Forces Squadron started to prepare for their upcoming deployment in 2018 by practicing self-aid and buddy care. Staff Sergeant Nathan Bright was there and produced this video. Also, during the September training weekend, the Air Guard hosted its annual Family Day. Thousands of family members gathered to see what their airman or woman does for the Guard. Families also shared a lunch and participated in some fun activities for kids. The day culminated with a mass reenlistment on board a Delaware National Guard C-130, where Adjutant General, Major General Carroll Timmons, swore in 8 Delaware National Guardsmen. Of course, September in Delaware always means there's a NASCAR race in town. As we have done for every race in September of 2001, the Delaware National Guard was a big part of the pre-race activities. Chief Master Sergeant John Young and his team held American flags in each of the pit stalls, and Brigadier General Mike Berry helped perform an enlistment ceremony, as well as giving the Delaware Guard greeting to each NASCAR driver. Last week, a team of Army aviators joined up with the Delaware Emergency Management Agency, or DEMA, and the Delaware State Police to practice search and rescue missions. A team from DEMA operated an unmanned aerial vehicle to locate a person in distress. That information was then channeled through the Delaware State Police and to the Delaware Guard. The Delaware Guard then launched a Black Hawk that located the casualty and hoisted him to safety. It was a good opportunity to practice communication and coordination between the agencies, and the exercise will make us all better prepared. Pictures and video from this event and many other of Delaware Guard events are posted on our Instagram and Facebook accounts. If you are on Facebook or Instagram, be sure to follow the Delaware National Guard. I am also reissuing the challenge General Timmons made a few months ago regarding Instagram. We are asking you to take some time this weekend to take a few pictures of yourselves and your coworkers and post them using the hashtag Delaware National Guard. Our goal for this weekend is to get 100 posts. I know I will contribute and will be looking forward to seeing your videos as well. Speaking of photos on Instagram, here are a couple pictures from the annual Air Guard Retiree Breakfast, where we honored Brigadier General, retired Ernie Talbert as the 2018 Delaware Air Guard honoree. General Talbert was the first African-American general officer in the Delaware Air Guard and culminated his career as the organization's vice commander. To recognize his career, his name is now written on one of our C-130 aircraft and will be flown around the world. Congratulations, and thank you for all you did for the Delaware National Guard. During the first week of October, a group from the National Guard Association of Delaware, the Guard's professional organization, visited our nation's capital and met with our congressional delegation for an update on issues that impact the Delaware Guard. These issues included plans to modernize our C-130 aircraft so that they are capable past the year of 2020. They also included modernization plans for our Black Hawk fleet and so they remain relevant. And lastly, discussed Congress's plans to ensure soldiers and airmen all receive the same benefits as active duty troops when deployed. These topics are critical to the future of the Delaware National Guard. And if any of these topics interest you, you can talk to a member of the National Guard Association of Delaware for more information. Before we go, I wanted to tell you a little bit more about the honeybee program. The honeybee program is a result of an executive order stating that Department of Defense facilities need to do more to bolster the pollinator environment. We teamed up with the Delaware Department of Agriculture to get the equipment and the bees necessary to start our program. Our engineers, they helped clear an area in the woods for our apiary, and we used recycled materials to build the hive stands. The results so far have been tremendous. This program not only helped the environment, but beekeeping has been linked to reducing the stressors associated with PTSD. The program also allows soldiers to gain knowledgeable skills outside of the uniform, such as entomology, environmental, carpentry, forestry, while capably feeding their families and their fellow guardsmen. In fact, we recently harvested our first batch of honey. We would like to invite anyone who is interested in learning more about this program to contact us. Well, that's the news for this month. We look forward to seeing you all next month when we'll talk about a big promotion on the Army Guard side, a commissioning ceremony, Governor Carney being honored at the Bethany Beach training site, a field training exercise, and we'll tell you about one of our honorary commanders who was recently recognized for his service. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.